Good afternoon, garden people. So right here we have a loquat tree. This is a golden nugget loquat. Gorgeous, gorgeous trees, gorgeous, gorgeous fruit. If you're unfamiliar with loquats, sometimes they're called Japanese plums. They produce these really, really beautiful fruit that are about a little bit smaller than a golf ball, bigger than a grape, and taste a bit like peaches or a nectarine a little bit. They have that kind of sour taste to them, but they just have this really, really beautiful kind of bright, vibrant taste to them. So awesome tree. They're evergreen, so a lot of people, if you have an HOA, you can put these in your front yard, and HOA will see green bush with leaves, looks healthy, check a box, and they drive off. So it's one of those great ornamental plants that you can put in your front yard, and still get some quality production off of it. This tree was pruned in the early spring because it was getting way too big. It's about 8 years old now, so it is about 12-13 feet tall. So when I pruned it, which you prune in the spring, it's a little different than most of your flowering, fruiting trees that would, flower in the spring and later on in the summer, fall, start producing fruit. Uniquely, loquats produce flowers in the fall. Will have to hold that immature fruit throughout the entirety of the winter, and then it ripens in the spring. So it's one of the very first like tree-bearing fruits that you can get in the spring. It's one of the earliest, I should say. So it's just a really good plant to have. In addition to being an evergreen tree, it provides tons and tons of cover and an ecosystem, essentially all of its own, to provide some of the best beneficial insect habitat I have ever seen in my life. I love this tree for that. Right now I'm looking at about 20-30 ladybugs, and they're chewing on some aphids. This tree had aphids. I'm not worried about it. The reason I'm not worried about it is because it's covered in ladybug eggs. Ladybugs breeding, with more eggs. I just saw an assassin bug. More ladybugs. Anyways, it just provides great shelter for a lot of beneficial insects throughout the year. I've come out here before, found wheel bugs, praying mantis, lacewings. It provides just the excellent little small ecosystem for a lot of our beneficial insects. And yeah, it has aphids, but this tree is really way too mature to be damaged by a few aphids. And by having them, we have plenty of food for our beneficial insects, which is great. We want to keep them around kind of as long as possible. We got a nice little hoverfly here going in, and there he is. You can see him. Cool. He's gonna come in and get him. Good boy. Great tree. Sorry, got sidetracked. Really great tree though. Little slow to grow at first. Once they're mature though, they very easy to care, low maintenance, which is another good thing about them. It's essentially just to add water kind of tree. They don't need a whole lot of fertilizer. And when I say need, understand that there's a need, and then there's essentially above and beyond. Yeah, you can always kind of give a little more, especially when it comes to nitrogen, but definitely a great tree to have in the garden to help with biodiversity and an ecosystem for all of our beneficials. All right, y'all. A little quick update on the loquat. Appreciate you.